Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone.
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
Opening play call like that, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he will score! Darnell Mooney, touchdown Atlanta.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Commanders nothing.
Seven nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The
Commanders offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Looking to Samuel on the out route. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. Now he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Commanders come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The motion man here is McLaurin. They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Another run here for Robinson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now from the gun. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At the 47-yard line.
Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. First down, it's Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
That's good for a Falcon.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They'll go again with Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Another Falcons first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
First and 10. They'll motion the slot man right. They'll run with Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second and 10. Here comes Robinson, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
Now Penix on third and long. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Rolo's kick is good. And the Falcons go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Begin with a zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
It's a quick throw over to Samuel. Down the sideline. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 42 yards.
First down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation. Contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's got a man. It's McClure. They get 12 yards on that pass.
A gain of 12.
First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Ja'Cory Krusty Merritt, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Ruth Ororo. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Moore going in motion. He'll drop to throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. The offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
On fourth down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Plant. It's Penix. He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 10.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a second down and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. Over the middle, catch made by Mooney. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
At their
The
own
Commanders'
22-yard
offense
line.
ready to come back out for this next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
Complete to number 26.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Washington.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A pickup there of 28 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
The motion man here is McClure. Short one there. He's got Ertz. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders cut the deficit down to 1.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. Crazy. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Pitts is the man in motion. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Durant Payne. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield.
It's 4th down.
And it's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Washington will take
the Commanders'
over
offense ready to get back to work.
39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The tackle made by
terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And the Commanders.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. That's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
36 yards.
A big play there for Washington. 36 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Moore going in motion. Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. And right forward, doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Moore going in motion. They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs, now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
A field goal would give them the lead, but they're going to keep the offense out there. They're going to go for this on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Result of the play.
The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bijan. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
At the line of scrimmage.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
The Falcons getting their punter out there as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Oh, and that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick six or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, But now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 20.
And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Moving to his left.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. He gets this one to Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw through the air, connecting with Debo. And he's close to another first down as it's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
There's Ertz. He's got it right side. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get.
19-yard attempt.
Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one.
Matt Gay to kick
Pretty
off
interesting
for
first half.
Washington.
We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard
The Falcons
line.
offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. On play action, Penix. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A give, and here comes Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Atlanta.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
Remember this one thing.
First and 10
it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They run over center with Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Javonte Jean-Baptiste in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing is Penix. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are back within a point. It's 14-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Commanders.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
The tackle made back at the
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Merritt. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it's third down.
Third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Commanders' first
He's
down.
over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, that they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On second down, they'll run. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. They'll go with him again. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
Zach Harrison on the
Give
stop.
credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. Moore going in motion. Throwing here on third and goal. Oh, man, wide open. open. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
In this offense, they just continue to find such creative ways to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. And this time they use the pre-snap motion to help their guy gain leverage. And it's just an easy pitch and catch for the touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
After.
He's got it. The Commanders extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
21. Falcons 13.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons.
Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. We're going to go play action with Penix. No chance at all. He'll go down. Lawrence Armstrong getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Pitts is the man in motion. Penix on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ray McLeod was the one he was looking for there.
Darnell Savage on
and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 28.
The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll stick with him again. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And it's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6. As they convert on 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them 1 step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
And the Washington
This
first down.
defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Short one there. He's got Ertz.
Mariota's pass.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Harry, touchdown, Washington. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes it just comes down, Mike, to just letting it loose and go make a play. And I think anytime you want to bring a defensive back from the secondary into your blitz, there's a little bit of a reckless standpoint there. Could you give up a big play downfield? Sure. But when well-timed with the right personnel, it is hard for an offense to pick those blitzes up. And in this case, it catches them off guard and results in a sack.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Short throw taken by Pitts. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
21 yards.
Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Now Robinson. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll go again with Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get them here again.
So on now
Parker
is John
Romo
Parker
on
Romo
for
to
the
try the field goal.
A
This
33-yard
from extra point
attempt.
range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Personal foul.
And the Falcons are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board,
Automatic first down.
keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. On the give, it's Robinson. And he will score! Game on! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Falcons.
So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I
John
need a
Parker
2-point
Romo
conversion
lining up
at
for
some
the extra
point.
point.
But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one crushed. It's over the back
Washington
line of the
will
end
take
zone.
over first and 10
Touchback. And
at
the ball's
their
coming
own
out to the
35-yard
35.
line.
The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one.
He's brought
It's
down
second
at the
down.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Moore downfield.
Complete to Chris Moore.
That pickup good for
A gain of
29 yards.
First down, Commanders.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Now a give on the ground, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Moore going in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Zach Harrison on the
Nice
stop.
job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
It is 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal inside the 10. Down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. On the handoff, McNichol. The ball's out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On the keeper. Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they come to the line needing 6 yards for a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Martin there defensively.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to have a Falcons 1st down. He'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14
yards. And the Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on 4th down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the 1st down, and they're still alive. All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Let's caught by McLeod. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
13 yards on
it's
the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Falcons 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
At the 45-yard line.
Here comes second down. To throw again, it's Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
3 yards to go.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Again, it's Penix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Throwing again, it's Penix. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
Complete to number 8, Kyle Pitts. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Commanders' 22-yard line.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.